I've made almost $100,000. Now that I've had experience with PRB and I've had them by my side, I'm well on my way to almost 7 figures within 6 months.
I've seen growth in my income. I'm doing really exceptionally well.
I hit every goal I wanted to hit when I started PRB.
Last month, I had my biggest sales month ever, biggest sales week, biggest sales day. This week, I'll make even more. I was over 10,000 last month, and that was with only 3 weeks in the program. So
I ended up doing 26 with PRB, and we did an eighth of this program, and I brought in $48,000. My goals are already met. I'm just letting them be turning out.
I've had so many wins since working with you, just being able to really increase my income, especially when I training programs. And I really grew my business.
You went from trainings here and there to really consistently booking out your training,
Going from making about 10K a month, 12K a month, averagely each month on my own, to now hitting 15 to closer to $20,000 months now.
Some of the results that PRB has helped grant me after taking all this like coaching and mentorship was taking charge of my business, understanding my numbers, pretty much doubling the income that I saw every month. And one of my favorites is honing in on my sales.
I have a fully booked schedule, overbooked schedule. Clients are waiting for me. They want to get into my book. They're willing to wait 1 month longer, just want to get into my book. And I have academy that I teach new girls knowing how to lash correctly. And my academy is like booked a month ahead.
The numbers, I went from making $10,000 to $20,000 a month to the upwards of $30,000, $50,000, and even $60,000 a month. I was like, that's awesome. Like, we made 12 grand last week in just services.
I was able to triple my sales and my whole yearly income with just joining in the 6 months that I was there.
Literally tripled my income in the last 6 months.
It has been 3 times the amount that I have brought in.
I have been able to double my revenue each month.
Joined PRB at the beginning of the month, so that's 27 days ago. In that time period, I have tripled my income. And yesterday alone, I booked 4 people.
I've actually doubled my monthly income. I've made at least probably twice what I was making a week or a little over, but overall the whole month I have doubled from where I've been.
I've had like months that I've reached like 50,000 and I'm like, holy shit, people trust me.
I've tripled my business. My income has tripled.
I hit that 20K a month goal that I had.
I hit high 5 figures while I was out of the studio in just a month.
Now I am on average, I've been doing $15,000 to even $20,000 a month in sales. I'm working 2 days a week.
Being in this program, I gotta tell you, last week I made $5K working from home and not even launching my freaking full courses yet.
Don't even think twice. It sounds like it's expensive, but I had that made back within like a month, 2.
My goal when I first started was a little $300,000 a year, which I thought was insane. I was an insane person to write down on a fake check $300,000 because I actually did it. I wrote it out, and now it's 7 figures. Again, thanks to you and being the visionaries that you are.
Honest sales strategies have led to the most bookings I have ever had.
I give Sheila so much credit because I feel like she's the person who like got me to like 6 figures. Like, I was really surprised at like how fast I made the money back. I'm making more money than I've ever made in my life.
And then I'll probably more than triple my income from 3 months prior to starting PRB.
My sales over 400% in 4 months than my business has operated at ever.
Increased my sales from 10K to 18K since starting PRB. And I feel like I have more control over my numbers now. I will say I'm booked solid. My books are slammed.
My income substantially grow. It went literally like 20%, 30%. Now I've doubled it.
When I've doubled my revenue,
I wanted to hit 10K a month, which I've done and exceeded. I
was able to sell enough courses in 2 weeks to make my full 6-month program investment back.
Doubled my income. Actually tripled my income. I just made the most money that I could ever imagine. Enough for me to be comfortably say that I purchased a building
in a place where I had doubled my income and reduced my workload.
I was able to quit my corporate job and I quadrupled my income since then.
I've lessened my hours. I did raise my prices. So that means I'm making more.
Yes, it's been amazing. Doubling my income in just over a month.
But I'm making a lot more and I'm a lot happier.
I 10x my return.
I went from like literally having a hard time booking almost anything to filling up a month already in advance.
Like I'm booked out 5 months ahead.
I've made a lot more money. So I've made my investment back and then a lot more on top of that.
I've actually gained money. I've gained more income.
I 3 times to triple my income. This is the best thing I ever did.
I've already talked to my husband about signing back on and like continuing it because I really truly don't believe I would be where I am today without PRB.
A huge benefit that I've been able to accomplish is definitely hitting my like weekly money goals.
Just completely took off and I just said, you know what? Hey, I'm going full force now, because I did spend a lot of money and I did. And it was great. It was the best decision I've ever made. What you learn in this course is it should cost more.